Welcome to Let's See. Finally, I'm here with my first YouTube video. I have been planning this for over 2 years, and let me tell you, when I'm finally doing this, it almost seems surreal and unreal. Well, without digressing much, let me give you a quick introduction of myself. I'm Anamika, a 23-year-old girl from India, and those of you who have come here from my Facebook page or group might already know that I have been blogging for over some months now on Facebook. But here I am finally launching my YouTube channel. To tell you a little bit about this channel, well, Let's Heal is a community started by me, a struggling soul, wanting and trying to heal everybody around me and in turn heal myself. And when I say heal, I mean heal physically, spiritually, mentally and emotionally. I have been a patient of chronic mental and physical illnesses for almost all my life. I'm 23 and I have had mental illnesses like depression, anxiety, paranoia and OCD for almost as long as I remember. And I have had physical, invisible chronic illnesses since over a decade now. I was in the 8th grade when it all began, and I'll be coming up with a My Story video soon, but I didn't want that to be the first video of Let's Heal because I wanted to tell you all why Let's Heal is here and what is the vibe of this channel, and what better day than Christmas itself. The spirit of Christmas is exactly what is the spirit of Let's Heal, a spirit to love, to be kind, to be compassionate, to help and to heal. Christmas is not a date, it's a way of life. You know, the zeal and the attitude of loving, being warm, being kind, being understanding, being compassionate to one another should not be restricted to a date. It should not be restricted to one particular day where you exchange gifts and greetings and be done with it. Christmas is something which we need to follow and practice forever, you know, for all our lives. It has to go round the year. Christmas is not just a festival that we celebrate, you know, on a single day. It's a festival that we celebrate our entire lives, you know, because Christmas is all about, as I said, love and generosity and the wish and the desire to help people, to heal people. Jesus' birth in this world signified that help that, you know, he came here to lend to all the suffering souls. He took one for the team and, you know, suffered for the sins committed by others in order to help and liberate the suffering. And not trying to sound too preachy or controversial or anything of that sort, I think it'll be safe enough to say that Let's Heal is trying to do the same. I know that when you are sick, mentally, invisibly, chronically, physically, the sickness which doesn't have visible symptoms and the sickness which doesn't scream in your face that, you know, you're sick, at least to other people, it's very difficult to not only deal with your sickness but also the attitude, the discrimination, the bias that other people throw your way. And it gets very difficult, and in most of the cases of people with chronic illnesses, their sicknesses are incurable, and it's almost, you know, having a rebirth with a tired body, soul and mind. You have to bid a goodbye to your healthier, happier, choker self, and that in itself is reason enough to put you in depression and make you sad. And then the pain and the fatigue and the weakness and all of the other symptoms that come along with it make it all the more worse. And then when you have no support from the people around you, it gets even bad, you know. And all of these things combined together put me in a suicidal depression when, you know, I think I don't even remember how old I was, and I've been dealing with it ever since. And I remember that I got nobody's help, you know. I remember being all alone, you know, all by myself, wanting for answers, looking for answers, not getting any, and screaming out there to people around me, the people I loved, the people who claimed to love me, the people who call themselves my friends, my partners, my teachers, my relatives, my acquaintances, and even at times my parents, though not deliberately, but, you know, because they were also a target of the conformity that we as human beings are, you know, prone to. And I remember how I felt that ending my life was better than dealing with any of it and being in this pain and inflicting pain on other people, because that's how suicidal depression works. And when I realized that no one is going to help me, I decided to help myself, and since then I've been doing that. And while doing that, I encountered a lot of people who needed my help, and I did that to them. And that helped me in return. That helped me heal because it was therapeutic. And I realized that I may not have a 2 second straight jacket over the night solution for my chronic illnesses. I may not heal overnight. I think no one does. But I may do it in bits and pieces, eventually, gradually, in life. And I think maybe that's the reason why I'm given this illness. Maybe that's why I'm here, to help people heal, to help people find their way, and make them do that in return. Not by asking them, but by inspiring them, by influencing them. Yes, I have to go through all of this pain, but maybe that's how it's meant to be. And it doesn't have to last, because I'm doing all I can to heal myself. And I'm sure you are too. And all of the people around us, sick people, are dealing with their own set of struggles and problems, and they are needing that healing in their own way. So I think that if all of us come together as a community, as humanity, to help each other heal and make this world a better place, I think we'll get there, we'll get home, no matter which religion, caste, creed, class you belong to, because illness doesn't discriminate, and nor does healing. And I think, again, Christmas tells you the same things in a roundabout way. And I don't know, it's not even about God for me. It's not about a particular religion, as I said. It's merely about the universe, the vibrations, the energies that all of us are. I don't know why are we here, how are we here, but I know that we are here, and all of us are meant to fulfill some purpose. It's only about how soon we get to that. And I think this right here is my first step towards that healing, towards that purpose. And right now, the kind of pain I'm having in my entire body, the kind of fatigue I'm having in my mind, in my soul, and my body, it's beyond words to explain. It's unbearable. And if there was a visual representation of it, most won't be able to see. But given that, I still feel happier than ever. I still feel that I'm healing, and it's a therapy for me, because I'm getting closer to my purpose. I'm doing what I love doing. I'm doing something which will somewhere down the line help someone, even if that's one person, and the help lasts for 10 minutes or an hour or some days or some weeks or some seconds. If that message that I'm trying to give out to you guys, if that helps you, if that heals you even for a little bit, my purpose here is achieved, because I said that healing is a long-term process, and you have to start small and eventually get there. So I hope the message is loud and clear to all of you, and I hope that you join my hands and help me build this community and help me heal the world and myself. Merry Christmas to all of you. Spread love, spread light, be kind, be compassionate, be understanding, and try to listen, process, and understand before you judge. Let's heal.